Hey everyone, this is Heaving Bosoms, the podcast where two best friends recap romance novels while being our ridiculous selves. This week we needed a bit of a break, so we're re-releasing formerly Patreon-only content. This is part 1 of the Lifetime movie Psycho Stripper. Big thanks to Kieran for bringing this gem to our attention in the cult. You're a gift who keeps on giving. If you want to listen to the climactic ending of this revelation to filmmaking, you can sign up for just $5 per month and get access to close to 80 bonus episodes and tons of videos, pictures, and more at patreon.com/Heaving Bosoms Podcast. I'll include a link in the show notes. And patrons, there's a new episode waiting for you this morning. So now, let's get to Psycho Stripper. Hi, Erin.
Hey, Mel. Are you ready?
Oh my God. Are you ready?
Psycho Stripper.
Psycho Stripper.
Psycho Stripper.
I'm so crazy. Psycho Stripper. Ready, set, belly roll. Here we go.
Belly roll.
Body
there
roll.
were so many
Body
belly rolls in this
roll.
thing that none of them were done by the strippers. They were all by other ladies.
So good.
How did this gift come to us, may I ask?
I'm gonna Google it. No, I'm not Googling it. I'm gonna search our Facebook group right now because I really need to give credit where credit is
was it
due.
a cultist?
Yes.
Okay.
It was a cultist.
I know how it came to me, and that was that you just sent me a single link YouTube, no context whatsoever, of an hour-and-a-half movie called Psycho Stripper, and acted like I was supposed to just know what to do with that. And I was like, Melody, this YouTube you sent me is an hour-and-a-half long, and you're like, yeah, it's a movie. As if I'm just supposed to drop everything and just watch a movie on my phone, wherever and however I get this text. And I didn't. I paid $4.99 to Apple Media.
Why did you do that?
Because it wasn't on my Lifetime app. I couldn't find it on my Lifetime app, and I wanted to watch it on my TV, and I didn't want to stream it through YouTube because I wanted high definition.
I mean, I support that choice.
I own this. If you look at movies I've purchased on Apple Movies, it's like 50 Shades Freed, some cop stuff that David probably purchased, and this.
Wow. I'm so proud of us, frankly. And you know who else I'm proud of? Kieran S. Kieran S. brought this to us. The actual post is, hi, yes, can we discuss this / organize a group watch? Because what in the fresh hell? Triple question mark. And
is Kieran a patron?
I don't know. I will look, but I'm so
the answer
excited.
is yes, we can. For $5 a month, we can. And here we are. Here we are. All right.
Oh my God.
Psycho Stripper. Lifetime movie.
Motherfucking Stripper.
Okay.
I'm so excited. Erin took notes. I've seen it twice or 3 times now, so I doubt I need notes. Okay. You want to know what it starts off with? I'll tell you what it starts off with, Erin. It starts off with a noble, honest, just down-home stripper trying to get home to his girlfriend. Right?
Right.
First, he's accosted by a bachelorette party. How dare you, madam? He is more than his rippling abs. Okay? He's got a life. It's late. Let the man leave, right?
He's off the clock. Also, group of bridesmaids accosting this cowboy stripper outside the bar.
Yeah.
You are the worst actresses I have ever seen pretend to be drunk. This is drunk acting is hard and it's rarely done well. This is some of the worst I'm drunk acting I think I've ever seen on the silver screen. It's so really bad. Really bad.
It made me so happy. And as he rebuffs them and leaves, the bride is like, guys, this is supposed to be about me.
This is about me. This is about strippers. This is about me.
No, what she meant was, guys, if anybody is going to hop on that stripper's pogo stick, it's me.
You think that's what she meant?
I definitely think that's what she meant. Yeah.
I thought that meant like stop paying attention to strippers and start paying attention
Are you
to
kidding me? She was on the front lines of trying to get him back to their hotel room. Like, come on.
Front lines.
She was.
All right.
She was throwing elbows, you know. She was in there. Okay, so then he's clubbed. And my note is to death, question mark?
Right. So
by a rando with a tire iron.
Yeah, so there's a tire iron. You see it, I think you see it like dragging on the ground, like under the car, or something like that. Yeah, he gets beat to death. The bridesmaids scream. You think that this is going to be a part of the movie. I don't know. This never comes back, right?
Aaron, first of all, yes, it does. It definitely comes back. Second of all,
what is this?
I will tell you when we get to it, obviously.
Oh my gosh. I clearly missed like a very crucial plot point of Psycho Stripper because I was like, what about that guy at the beginning?
Aaron, the plot is unintelligible. Of course you missed it. Yes.
I know who it is. I just figured it out.
Obviously. Okay.
I just figured it out.
Okay, so
he did that there? That makes no sense. That makes no sense.
Yeah. So my note is this is the only note I took. I stopped taking notes after the first scene because I just wanted to fully enjoy myself.
That's fine. I've got it all.
My note is strap in and strap on, ladies, because after the trio screams like a bad horror movie, they're all huddled together. Then boom, Psycho Stripper.
Psycho Stripper.
All caps on the screen. Boom, black and white. Ka-chow! Yeah. Psycho Stripper. And then we go just into the bridal shower, bitches. Straight into bridal shower.
Right. So we've got a nondescript blonde woman, very similar to the wedding planner. You will never know what her face looks like, no matter how you try. She's so blonde, she's so pretty, but man, can her face just not be distinctive in any possible
She's
way.
Basically just like smiles and falsies. That's it.
She's perfectly symmetrical.
Yes.
But nothing distinctive. All right, so she's opening her presents. She's got a couple of bridesmaids there. One of the presents is from her dead mom. Her dead mom was like, wait until my daughter has her bridal shower and give her this veil that I wore on my wedding. Dead mom doesn't really come back at all. I don't know why.
Also, was that veil like pristinely white for being 30 years old? Question mark.
I just don't know. Like, I feel like it would be a weird thing if you were dying to be like, put this in a box at my daughter's bridal shower and give it to her instead of just give it to your daughter.
It to her?
Just give it to her. Why would it have to be a surprise? It's not like
will it to her. You are dead after all. Like, yeah. Anyway, is Sweet Tears cool? Yeah. Then, also we get a little bit of glimpse of the mother-in-law. It's real awkward. The mother-in-law won the day. The whole movie.
I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet.
I'm so sorry.
So one of the girls gives her lingerie or something in a bag, and she's like, do you want to open this now? Because it's pretty risque. And she's like, I guess I'll wait till later to open it. And like, they're very weird about lingerie in a way that's like really awkward. And that's how the mother-in-law comes in, because she's like, I just thought it was inappropriate for you to be opening lingerie the bridal shower when they should really bring it to the bachelorette party. That's the appropriate place for lingerie.
Yeah, and she's like, speaking of bachelorettes, I'm an excellent script writer. What are you doing this weekend for your bachelorettes?
P.S.
So good.
Weird creepy mom is also the nanny from the Lindsay Lohan Parent Trap.
Yes. Winner. Chicken dinner. It's her. Winner. She wins everything.
So I just wanted to let you know that.
Thank you. Thank you for telling them. It's a really important moment. Yes. Okay.
So then it clips to nondescript blonde in bed with brown hair groom. Brown hair the groom.
Yeah, brown hair the groom.
Do you remember their names?
No, she's putting away a set of handcuffs because that's what was in the present.
Yeah, and she's like, gotta thank the girls for the gifts.
And he's like, yeah. And then she's like, you know what I really want to talk about in our post-coital Like, I know your cum is like on my stomach right now, but like what I was thinking about
was Megan
your dead ex-fiance ?
So like, who was Megan for the first time? I just want to know for the very first time. I'm asking you about like, who was Megan?
We've been dating for like a year or two.
Like, imagine it being like the week before your wedding to a man, and being like, hey, and they don't even say she's dead at this point. She's just like your ex. She calls her your ex.
Yeah.
So like, she's like, what was your ex like? Like, what was Megan like?
Like, I just wanted to, get some more intel on her, even though she's like super out of the picture. This is one of two occurrences in which brown hair the groom says the phrase, put a ring on it, unironically. She's like, you guys were engaged though. And he's like, no. I bought the ring, but like, I never put a ring on it.
Because he didn't want to marry her. But like, also, it sounds like she died before he got the chance. Like, in this conversation, it sounds like, hey, I bought the ring, but I never gave Megan a ring. I gave you a ring. But in reality, she like died.
She super got murdered, so... Spoilers, guys. I'm sorry. Okay.
Okay, so the groom has a poker party that is the bachelor party, but like, he always has a poker party anyway. So, Steroids the groomsman is there. Okay.
That is such a great name for him. Steroids the groomsman is spot on. Actually, can we call him Steroids the Douchcanoe?
Sure.
I called him Douchcanoe the groomsman the whole time.
All right. Let's just be straightforward and honest about our feelings and inclinations.
Sure. That's what they want.
If I were gonna bone anyone in this movie, it would be groomsman the Douchcanoe, and everybody fucking knows it. So like, let's just be upfront with it.
Yeah.
I would have saw him. He would have negged me a little, and I would have been on it. So, listen. All right. So each of them she has like two bridesmaids, basically. Sorry. He has two groomsmen. One groomsman is the Douchcanoe who has lines, and the other one is a black man
who has no lines.
She has two bridesmaids. One is like a white lady who I can't think, like, I don't know what she looks like.
One of which
has lines.
Is Dancer, who they tried to get to act.
Right. Yeah, but there's like another nondescript white lady who's her bridesmaid. And then there's a slutty dancer who's a brunette. And then also a black woman who also has no lines.
Who is married to black groomsmen with no lines.
No, she's not. No, she's not. No, she's not.
Yes.
No, she's not. No, she's not.
Matron of honor, it said. And then they got stuck. Yes.
Oh my God, they only put two black people in this movie and they married them to each other and they didn't even give them any lines.
And they don't get to speak. No, the maid of honor does give her the veil. She has lines.
And I think there's another thing that she does, because she gets a name later.
She does. She like talks her off a ledge when she tries on the dress for the first time.
That's what it is. Yeah, she's got that scene with the dress that also does not matter. Okay, so
and like bad dress,
bad dress. That first dress was a bad dress.
TJ Maxx dress.
Yeah, like a crocheted dress. So okay,
sorry.
Anyway, we're back to the poker night. Okay,
they're poker nighting. Yes,
right.
And the bitches come in. Oh, sorry.
If you are watching this, if you are a person who's listening to this and then watching it,
right,
I need you guys to clock the shirt that Douchcanoe is wearing. It is a blue button-down short sleeve shirt with white trim. Clock that shirt, y'all. Okay. All right. So the bridesmaids come out. They're all wearing glitter dresses.
Yeah, they
pull her out. They're going to go to the bridal party. What is it? Bachelorette.
The bachelorette.
Party.
Wait. Yes, I have to take over for really quick because
there's a noise you can make for that.
Bing, boom, bong. Melody's turn. Bird click. Yeah. Sorry.
There you go.
So they blindfold her and they squeak open up this door to like a retail establishment, and they said they unblindfold her, and she goes, "The studio?" And they go, "What better place to get drunk and dance than the studio?" And and in my brain it said, what better place to get drunk and dance than your place of business and work,
where you work and you have to clean it up, and then like.
And also, like, where, like, she's a part owner, I think, of this thing.
She is the owner, I think.
She said that it's going to be hers someday. What I think is crazy rich mother-in-law was like, here, future daughter-in-law, have this pet project that you can work on. And
okay.
That's
that makes sense
from it. Yeah.
But like, that is not a fun bachelorette party if you've got 10 girls alone in a room dancing. No.
Not
and
fun.
Also with full windows facing out to the street. Not fun.
They did not put a curtain over that shit or anything.
No.
So
all right, ladies,
okay,
and now it's time.
Oh
first
my
of all,
God.
Okay, first of all, the dance studio is called Dance Vibes.
Oh no, I did not see that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, your attention to detail slays me again.
How would you feel if you got that glamorous to just be at your work with 10 of your friends alone?
Go fuck
but anyway,
yourselves,
then
everyone.
half the girls peel off and do a choreographed dance for her while she sits in a chair and watches them.
And it's the one where they're like humping the floor and shaking their
body roll,
booties.
body roll.
Body roll. A body roll. Yeah.
You know, the kind where you go,
gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one.
But then there's 4 girls who can't dance worth shit just standing behind her watching.
Woo! And like giggling
they didn't get invited.
No, they weren't invited to that.
All right. So then the strippers come in.
Yeah. They break up the party first. Like a police officer or something.
Number 1 is wearing a tuxedo. Sorry,
That's
I took copious notes.
I love it.
He's wearing a tuxedo. He strips down to just a bow tie and a Speedo that has like a little tuxedo shirt on his penis with little buttons.
It's a tuxedo dickie, you guys.
It's
a tuxedo dickie.
Yes.
And then the suspenders are still on.
But okay, so then the football player comes in with just the pads and then a mesh dickie. A mesh dickie.
It's a tiny penny.
Yes.
Yeah.
Underneath.
I'm so sorry. I have to wait Bing Boom Bong Bird Click you really quick because this worked for me in a very unexpected way.
The long sleeve mesh crop top.
I don't know what happened.
You?
I don't know what happened.
What's great is he takes off the pads. He throws down the pads. He's doing football player snaky moves on her. He's doing his lap dance, doing his lap dance. And then he leaves that mesh shirt on for the rest of the night.
Yeah!
No, it is not okay.
It was incredible.
Oh my God.
I don't know what you want. I was shocked myself, you know? It was one of those revelatory moments where I was just like, who am I right now? I would be hitting on the mesh crop top stripper.
Well, I guess
that's what would be happening. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Right.
Then
here's our psycho. Fireman.
The fireman comes in.
He comes in. Suspenders.
He's grinding.
Axe.
He
helmet.
says, I have a big axe to grind with the bride-to-be.
Yes.
She says, is that axe real? And I don't remember the exact line, but he confirms that, yes, it's real. And can I just say, another revelatory moment, hard limit. Hard limit.
You don't like a real axe.
Me, go put your axe down and then bring your booty back, is all I'm saying.
Okay.
Put the real axe down. I do not want that near me. Yeah, hard limit.
Okay, so he corners her. His name is Hunter. He starts flirting with her hard. He pours himself a drink at her bachelorette party. You don't pour yourself a drink at her party.
You're on the clock.
Working. You don't pour yourself drinks. Unprofessional. I have the note in the background, football is still wearing Dickie.
Yeah!
He pours her a drink. He clearly puts a roofie in it.
When she goes to dance.
Yeah. And then that never comes back.
Yes,
no one drinks it. No one drinks it.
No, but it does come back, and I'll tell you how.
What?
Because then...
I took copious notes. How are you understanding this plot better than me? Okay.
I've seen it twice.
All right. So crazy stepmom wanders in.
Comes in.
Makes them stop partying.
She has, all of her points are very good. Right?
What
She's
are her points?
People know us. What are you doing?
With
You're
the windows
in full
open.
View of the street.
Yes.
This is your place of work and business. Your livelihood, other than my son's inheritance, is this thing. And you're like, there's naked people and gyrating? What's happening?
Right. My note was, I wonder how mother-in-law is going to die.
Yeah.
All right.
So then...
they leave.
No. So then he like drapes himself over, and she actually says, "Undrape yourself from my future daughter-in-law," and like GTFO. And then as everybody's walking around, we hear a crash in the background. Are you taking off your pants?
No, I'm not taking off my pants. It's just like I've been sitting in this chair for a long time. It's really hot in here, and like my sweatpants are sticking to me, so I'm just going to do a little stand right now, okay? Gosh, Melanie.
I'm sorry.
Gosh.
I thought you got inspired. And
Maybe
were
I
thinking
will.
About giving me
Maybe
a show.
I will. Maybe I will.
Do a little.
Maybe I will.
Do a little.
It's just a very hard chair, and it was just hurting my butt, and my sweatpants were sticking to me.
I'm just
It's
saying.
sweaty in here. It's really hot. Don't have air conditioning in this room. God, Melanie.
You can dance until you pull out a real axe, and then I'm going to ask you to stop. That's all I'm saying.
I have a real axe. I'll get it. Jeez.
Okay. So.
All right, you talk. I'm going to get a cushion to sit on. I'll BRB.
You're not going to... You guys, this bitch... I'm the one who has to edit this episode. I'm going to have to edit this out. Because this bitch, this goddamn Thumbelina, that's not right. This princess in the pea over here needs a cushion for her ass. Oh,
I got
are
a
you
cold
back?
cushion to sit on, yes.
It's cold?
Yeah, it's cold. It's from the air conditioning room.
You keep your... You guys, she keeps her cushions in the freezer. Alaska is
it's
a weird
pillow.
place.
Gosh. Gosh.
Okay.
So where are we in the plot now?
I have to stop wheeze laughing. This is too much. Oh, my whole face hurts. Okay.
Are we at the slash tires where he slashed your tires?
We are not there yet because I'm telling you about this goddamn roofie. It's one of the first times that we get Psycho Eyes.
Okay.
Everybody starts, aborting mission. They're getting the fuck out of Dodge. And in the kerfuffle, in the commotion, somebody knocks that glass over, and we hear the crash bang, broken glass, and he turns around being like, "My roofie." And then
I did not even notice this.
You got to pay attention to the subtleties.
You know what I would have loved if it
acting
burned through the floor like acid.
I know.
That would be great.
Okay, so then mother-in-law's tires are slashed? ?
Yeah.
I do not know who did this. Did Hunter do this?
Hunter did this.
But to what end?
Because she was mad at her because she spilled the drink and broke up the party.
Oh my God, you're so right. It was revenge. Yeah. But then he offered to fix them to look like a good guy. Okay.
Yeah.
So he comes out of the mist, you guys.
But so the tires are slashed and she's like in this creepy parking lot. And then you see ominously his fireman boots on the other side of the car. And then like the tire iron like dragging. And you're like, oh man, that's the same psycho that beat up that guy with the tire iron. And then he's like, you need a spare because I'm using a tire iron to change tires. And
anything
you're like,
for the blushing bride, he says. Ugh.
Yeah.
And Taryn, sweet dancer without acting skills, also has bad taste in men. And so she says out loud, "He's so hot."
Is that the... Listen. Justice for Taryn, okay?
I know, justice for Taryn.
All Taryn wanted was to get it with Hunter the psycho stripper, who is pretty hot. He is pretty hot.
I'm sorry, you want to know my confession?
What?
I would probably end up banging Hunter the psycho stripper.
Yeah, all of us would. All of us are Taryn. Taryn is all of us.
I know, justice for Taryn. Justice for
Taryn.
Justice for all of us.
There's turning point later.
Right.
But I'm just saying, when Taryn does bang Hunter, the psycho stripper, it's on and it's fine. Justice for her and her choices.
I know.
Okay. So he changes the tire.
And then it's like a cut scene, right?
Yeah.
Oh, we go home.
So we go home with Amber. That's her name. That's nondescript bride's name, Amber. Yep. Amber. She tells her fiance about how there were strippers there. He at first seems a little upset.
And then he does the best thing ever.
Her.
He says, "Did any of them have moves like this?" And he
does some hokey moves.
The hokiest,
I do this all the time.
Way.
I'm always like, "Yeah, but can she do this?" And then I do like a very simple thing. David's always like, "Yeah, she can do that." Anyway, that's one of my moves too. Good move. Good move. Brown hair Groom.
You know what? Brown hair Groom really charmed me here.
Right.
I wish I could remember his name.
He's pretty great. I would never will. I don't think it's anywhere in my notes. Okay, so Hunter shows up at the dance studio and says he wants to sign up for dance classes because he knows all the kinds of dance except for ballet. And that's what Amber, the Symmetrical Blonde, teaches.
Yeah, and she's like, usually guys with your build don't do ballet, which is like false because she should be reaching out to local football teams to teach them ballet. You're a bad marketer, Amber.
Right.
And he's like, I'm sorry, are you discriminating against people who lift weights? And he's got like kind of a Sibilant S situation going on, which I do not hate at the beginning.
I'm telling you, he's like a good dude.
I'm sorry. Like,
he's a good boyfriend. Committed? That's all I've really got. Yeah. No. He's very committed. He's extremely loyal. You have to give him that.
He's loyal to himself. Yeah.
He's loyal to blonde ladies.
He's loyal to the idea of owning a blonde lady, especially if they're very symmetrical.
Yes.
Okay, so he joins her class, and then Taryn comes over, and she's, I'm sorry.
Wait,
also, in the background.
No. Yeah, Blonde walks away for a minute, and you see him zero in on a glittery binder she has, because all women keep all their wedding plans in a big glitter binder full of pink glitter.
There's like fucking macrame is not the right term. There's like scrapbooked like flowers on the front of this thing.
You should see the tabs she has in this. It's she's been planning this since she was like 8, and it's clear because she's got it in a Lisa Frank Trapper Keeper. Yeah.
Okay. So then he zeroes in on it, and then like in the background we see a bunch of extras just like trying to do kicks and high fives and weird shit. And then Taryn comes over and she's like, "Oh, did you come find me? I'm either going to be extremely jealous."
Brunette.
No, she goes, "I'm either going to be extremely jealous or extremely happy." And he's like, "Why?" And she's like, "Well, you either came all this way to take her class to get closer to me, or because you're obsessed with her." I don't actually remember what the other option was.
Or you're evil. Like, it comes out of nowhere. She's like, or I guess you're just evil. And he's like, I am evil. And she's like, you are evil.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite moments. He says, what the fuck does he say? He says something about, he says something about commitment, maybe.
I don't remember.
Know, but I don't have it crazy in here. Because her reaction is, well, I haven't ever had a relationship that lasts longer than 3 months, so. And I was just like, oh my God, Taryn, you need to take it down.
Yeah.
You're at an 11. Yeah. You need to take it down to a 3. Yeah. Like, do not lead with the fact that nobody wants to date you, darling.
No, girl.
Just
so okay. And then, Symmetrical Blonde.
Yeah, Symmetrical Blonde comes back over and she's like, "I'm so sorry. That's the way she flirts. Just FYI, she's flirting."
Yeah, overtly. Like, that's everyone's gonna always know that's how.
Yeah, and I was like,
this woman flirts.
It's
very strong flirting
in front of us.
So he takes her class. The next scene is that she goes and tries on her very ugly. What?
We're skipping over her.
We're 30 minutes in, but go ahead.
No, I'm sorry.
What are we skipping?
Sorry. You skipped over the part where in the class, she like goes to move his body. And she's like, "Look at yourself in the mirror." And it's them side by side and like looking at his sexy muscles. And then he touches her hand and she like pulls away really quick, like he scalded her and he's so pleased with himself. Okay,
but like, Melody, this is not a romance.
It is in Hunter's mind. Okay.
Yeah, okay. So she goes and tries on her ugly wedding dress.
It's so bad, you guys. TJ Maxx dress. And like I'm not knocking TJ Maxx dresses. I paid less. I bought my dress used, first of all. Yeah. Not vintage, used, difference. And I think I paid like $300 for it. So I'm not knocking.
No, but your dress was pretty and this dress is ugly. It's not Christmas wedding planner ugly. No. But it's pretty ugly. But the whole point of this scene is that he's outside lurking, and we have to mention that her mom's dead again, which is not important at all.
I think we also meet wedding planner.
Do we meet?
Wedding planner comes down and she's like, behold, bride in dress. And that's all she does. She's the best wedding planner ever.
So she's there at her house that night alone, and he texts her that he found her wedding book outside the studio in the parking lot. And she's like, great, could you drop it off at the studio tomorrow? And he's like, how about I drop it off at your house right now? And she's like, how do you know where I live? And it's like the first page of the wedding book. Amber.
Yeah.
Amber.
Remember when you were 8 and you wrote down your future address?
Yeah.
That's how he knew. That's also how he got her phone number. He now has her phone number. And he now has the
addresses and the phone number of everybody who's coming to her wedding.
Oh, yeah.
And the full schedule of her wedding.
Yeah. Can I just say, this is why I did electronic invitations.
OPSEC.
No fucking way.
Our wedding thing was password protected. Like,
that's
God,
right.
Damn it, Amber. Come on.
That's right. So then.
Yeah.
So then brown-haired groom comes down.
Brown-haired groom.
Yeah. And he's like, who's that? I'm toweling off my wet brown hair. And then she's like, a student dropped off the shmur. And he's like, great, I cooked you dinner. Because he really, I'm sorry, he's kind of the perfect man.
Yeah, he's pretty great.
This whole thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
we'll get to it. So then, what happens next?
Okay.
Does he go and hit on some other symmetrical blonde lady? They found so many symmetrical blonde ladies.
There's a bunch of symmetrical blondes. Well, no, there's some symmetrical ladies. One of them is blonde, and they're leaving that same bar.
And the very forward one is raven-haired.
Yes, brunettes are very slutty. They're hanging out outside the bar. He shows up in his fireman hat. And we find out later that he no longer works there. So he's just standing there in a fireman hat. And he's like, I didn't see you ladies in there. And they're like, we didn't see you either. That is an indicator he doesn't fucking work there, ladies. And he's just a creep that's hanging out in the parking lot. Do not go with him. Do not go with him.
In a costume.
In a costume. With an axe.
With a real axe.
A real axe. And so the brunette's like, do you want to have sexual intercourse with me?
Yes.
And he's like,
do you want to put your P in my V?
No, I would like to put it in that blonde. And the blonde is like, okay.
And
then it's totally normal and nothing bad happens. Like, you definitely expect him to murder her, but it's just a regular sex scene. And then it's over.
I'm really sad you missed my joke. Anyway.
What did you say? I'm sorry. I was talking and making my jokes. What were you saying? What did you say?
I said, he looks over at the blonde and says, I want to have sex with her. And she says, I also do butt stuff. Anyway.
Oh, brunettes.
Oh.
Okay. So then he shows up at her ballet class the next morning to give her a wedding gift.
Which is weird.
Yeah. It's like an electronic photo book or something.
Sure. Nobody cares. All of this is weird. I don't know how this wasn't 17 red flags for her.
He invites her to lunch.
Naive, symmetrical blonde.
Right. She turns him down and says, I don't think my fiancé would appreciate me having lunch alone with a man, which is the wrong way to turn him down.
Actually, she said
you don't want to.
With the stripper from my bachelorette party.
Also the case.
I'm sorry. She is always reminding him that he's a dirty, dirty stripper.
Yes.
Always. She's always...
But the way to turn a man down is not to say, I'd love to, but my fiancé. It's just totally. To say, I don't want to.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry. Their first conversation, he's like, oh, you run this dance studio? I know a thing or two about dancing. And she's like, not that kind, though. Ew.
You know? Dirty dancing. Not for me.
Anyway. Okay,
so he says, oh, well, I just wanted to invite you to lunch because I have such a crush on your brunette friend and I wanted to get some details about her. So then she's kind of charmed and she says, you can come to my cake tasting with me. What?
Which is, first of all, who tastes their cake a week before the wedding?
Who tastes their cake without their fiance? Who tastes their cake by carrying it around a park in napkins?
So that's a third. A fourth, who? Okay, I'm going to go there. Who invites the stripper from their bachelorette party to the cake tasting? As Hannah Brown would say, stay in your lane.
Stay in your lane. Stay in your lane. When you're driving your car in your lane, don't look in the lane next to you. Don't text and drive.
You're going to swerve a little bit. Don't text and drive. You guys, if you're not watching
when you
The
look at the other cars, then you might swerve into my lane, even though you're driving in your lane.
Stay
in your lane. Sorry, it's from The Bachelor.
You guys watch The Bachelorette.
You guys
It's
gotta
been
start
gold
watching
this
it. It
season.
is a lot.
It's
So
gold.
they're walking around with cake and napkins on sidewalks, which is not how you have to taste the cake with the chef there, else you can't be like, it was good, or it needs more salts, or whatever.
Right. Or like, can I try the walnut one? What?
Yeah, you don't just get a piece of lemon cake and a napkin and then walk
and then
out.
Fuck off.
Yeah, what? So
anyway,
he gets lemon cake off her cheek. It's a little weird.
I didn't
Also,
like it.
why is he always wearing that weird lanyard? Did you notice he's like always wearing that weird lanyard?
I did. And it was, I don't know if it was like a choice because it did not signify anything to me, nor was it ever
100%
spoken about.
his choice. But like, what was the choice?
But what was
I don't
it?
know. Okay, so she goes home. She's looking at her fiance's laptop to find photos to put on the photo book that Hunter just got her.
Her
She
special
pulls up
gift.
the first time apparently she's ever seen dead ex Megan is
She's
now.
been dating this man for like a year or a year and a half, or maybe a year and 8 months. I don't know. Dead ex died 2 years ago.
1 year ago. 1 year ago.
You're
1
right.
year ago.
You're right.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
So
you're right.
she met this guy like immediately after Megan died.
Yes. And then immediately got engaged.
She's never seen a picture of this girl?
In the age of social media,
How?
this guy has a Facebook. He has one. I'm
Yes.
sorry. Megan has like 12,000 Instagram followers because these people are like Richie Rich of crazy California whoever. Like they have a following. They're socialites.
Right.
She has in what world would she not know what Megan looks like?
Okay.
Anyway, she
But
is a
then
very
also-
symmetrical blonde.
In this scene, she pulls up these photos. Here's what I thought was happening. I thought she was looking at photos that were already on the electronic photo book that Hunter got for her. And she saw that there were already pictures of her and her fiance on it because she looks exactly the same as Megan. There's no way to tell them apart. There's no way. There's no way to tell them apart.
And I was like, no, this is the same woman. I'm sure of it.
The only way to tell these women apart would be to like stamp their names on their foreheads. That's the only way.
It's true.
And so I did not figure this out until the next scene where she's like, Megan looks exactly like me.
And you were
You
like, holy
never told me
fuck.
that.
She
Yeah.
totally does.
Yeah. And I'm like, oh, so that was Megan, I guess. Okay. And then I was like, was it pictures of Megan on the photo book? Like, I don't understand. And then Amber, the symmetrical blonde, was like, I was looking at your laptop. And then that really cleared it all up for me.
Oh, did it? Yeah.
Yes.
No, they were really good at telling us things in this film.
Yes. And then he's like, you and Megan were totally different. You were a dance instructor. She was a investment banker or something. Or
You
something.
like Vanilla Bean. Like, first of all,
oh God, you
called
like
it.
Vanilla Bean? I forgot it. Yeah, called it.
She was more of a pistachio kind of girl.
What is a
What was the
pistachio
third
kind of
one?
girl? Oh God, they were so weird.
They were so weird.
I didn't write them down.
I wish I had.
Okay, so
Damn it.
then.
Oh, and then
Brunette.
he's like, other than the fact that you have blue eyes, nope. Brown hair, nope.
No, they look the same.
Other than the fact that you have blonde hair and brown eyes, I don't know what is the same about you at all.
All right, so Brunette is leaving the dance studio. She's locking up, and she decides
so much that is weird about this scene. First of all,
yes.
is another employee leaving? Because this blonde comes out of nowhere. We've never seen this blonde before in our lives.
And you'll never see her again. And
Never
you're
see
not
her
sure if
again.
it's Amber or Megan. And then it turns out that it's neither.
It's neither. The ghost of Megan has not appeared, and I'm upset about it. But is it a student? Like, I don't know. But she's like, oh no, I'll just you go. Brunette is like, you go. I'm gonna lock up here or whatever.
But
Because
really,
she needs some solo dance time.
she needs some
She's gonna
time
Paula
to do
Abdul
a
this nonsense.
sexy dance with
yeah.
windows facing the street. I would never be okay to be in a lit dance studio and doing my sexy dance with windows facing the street like that.
Listen, Brunette is good. I don't know.
She's good at sexy dancing, but I'm just saying, like, I used to be a member of a 24-hour gym in kind of a bad neighborhood here in Anchorage. And sometimes you would be there late at night and it would be lit up and then the street would be dark and you would be like, am I going to leave here and get murdered?
Ugh.
And there would be like sometimes like somebody out there like just watching you run on the treadmill. It's weird. Don't do that.
No,
don't do
I
a
don't
sexy
like
dance
it.
alone in a dance studio with the windows like that. Close those windows.
Especially if you haven't cleared the building. Because
Yeah. She
all of a sudden
is doing her sexy stripper dance, which is like 5 minutes of this movie.
It's really
long
this
stripper
is
dance.
why she got the part. She is a dancer, and they were like, "You need to talk words," and she was like, "I think I can figure that out?" Question mark.
Well,
yeah,
she does just as good as the actresses in this movie. So
she really does. So
a lot of hair flips, a lot of body rolls.
Oh man,
all over the floor.
Many.
She's
She's
crawling on the floor.
She's doing that booty up in the air, kind of on the floor business. Yeah. It's nice. Then she does a whip around, and she whips right into Hunter. Because
He's in the studio.
Because he was rehearsing upstairs.
His ballet? Like, what is he rehearsing? For
studio
what?
ballets?
For what, though? Does he have a ballet recital coming up?
Is there no mention of a recital? These are
Did
all
he rent
of my questions.
the room?
Right?
What?
Is he just squatting there now? Does he live here now? I mean...
But sexy brunette does not care because she is
not
all
phased.
Horned up, and so they just start
right.
doing a sexy dance together.
Yeah.
It's hot. It is 5 more minutes of this movie. He takes her home.
I wasn't mad about it.
No.
He takes her back to her house. And then he fucks her missionary style so that he can look at the picture of Symmetrical Blonde on her mantle.
Yes. Sorry, it's
that,
her
right?
house. Yeah. No, I got it, but then when I was looking back, okay, so when things happen in this movie where there are pictures of Megan later on in this movie that I thought were pictures of Symmetrical Blonde. So then looking back at the scene, I was thinking, is this Taryn the slutty brunette's house and he's looking at pictures of Megan, or is that his house and he's looking at pictures of Amber, or was it Megan? I'm not sure. They look exactly the same. Do you get what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
So anyway,
no,
I think it's her place and it's pictures of Amber. But anyway, so the next scene
that's
is
exactly what it is. I just told you that out loud.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying looking back, I wasn't sure.
No, so I hear you. Like, I hear your process. Thank you for showing me the inside of your brain.
Thank you for letting me show you my work. They're all getting their hair done, and they're all discussing how Taryn's pretty slutty and fuck that stripper.
Wait, I have a question though. I was at your rehearsal dinner. First of all, I'm pretty upset that we didn't all go to a salon together to get glammed up for the rehearsal
dinner. Fuck you.
In what world does that happen?
I don't know. And the hairdresser is literally doing nothing. Like, she's just kind of like flipping their hair around the whole time they're talking. Also, she's doing what the baker in the Christmas Wedding Planner was doing, just kind of like poking cakes.
Oh yeah, absolutely. She's waving her hands around in nondescript ways.
Right.
Wait, and then my other thing is, why wasn't your excellent wedding planner at literally every function, including your dress try-on? And
she was at everything.
Why she was there to try on your dress and show it to your mother-in-law?
Wait, was this wedding planner there at the dress fitting?
Yes! She's the one who said, and now the blushing bride in her dress.
I would like to read you my notes coming up here to illustrate how I didn't notice that.
Okay.
Okay. Hairdresser literally doing nothing, just kind of flipping hair around. Hunter shows up, talks about how Blonde could make mother-in-law listen to her. Some other lady is here. Other lady confronts him. Who is this lady? She grabs his ID and tells him to fuck off. Is this a sassy bridesmaid? Sassy bridesmaid lady goes into salon to get dress. Guy cat calls her on her way in. Who is this lady? She's too old to be a bridesmaid. So, I guess that was the wedding planner?
That was the wedding planner.
I did not notice her in the earlier scene.
And she comes out to be like, I'm the new sheriff in town here. You're not going to get... You think you can get away with everything, you psycho stripper, but I see you pass your
she gets his ID.
Ways.
She's like, I know your name now. Like, get out of here. You're clearly hitting on the bride. I don't need you here. Get out. So they all leave to go to the rehearsal dinner. She's going to the rehearsal dinner with them. She's like, oh, I forgot your dress inside.
The salon lady.
Questions.
Oh, get ready. Buckle up. So the salon lady who has not done anything yet because they were wearing falsies when they got there.
Yes.
She is on her way to a hot date. And so she says, I can't take the 2.5 minutes it would require to let you into my salon. have you grab the dress and run out. So instead, I'm just going to give you my other set of keys. Oh, I have this great idea, everybody, right here. It's really great acting.
So
oh my
weird.
God, I had this really great idea. I'm just going to give you these keys because I have another set. Like, of course, I own this place or whatever. And then I'm going to go to my hot date. And then you can just like bring them to me tomorrow. And this is the plan. So they're all like, all right, well, I guess
they're literally right outside the salon. It's not like she has to go back like a mile or anything.
They're steps outside of the salon. It's amazing.
Yes.
However, this does put Wedding Planner now in the dark. Because it's dark time now, all of a sudden.
Really all of a sudden. It was light 15 minutes ago, you guys.
It was noon.
I wrote it and I'm like, how long does it take to do hair? It is now dark.
So then and of course, in the middle of everywhere, she talks to her private investigator friend.
She is on her phone doing stripper background check. Is sassy bridesmaid salon lady a police officer? She hears a noise. Man comes out of darkness and grabs scissors. She slashes at him, but he murders at her until she is dead. Okay, so Hunter has killed this mystery woman who I could not, for the life of me, figure out who she was until after the end of the movie. I thought she may have been the salon owner. Like, I was very confused. Also, like...
No, he murders her right dead, though.
Why? Okay, so clearly... All right. So initially when she was going in, I thought that she needed her dress for the rehearsal dinner, right? Because that makes sense. Why did she need her wedding dress for the rehearsal dinner? Why was the wedding dress at the salon?
Why was it at the salon?
Why does Hunter take her wedding dress after he murders the wedding planner? That goes nowhere. That never ends up being a plot point at all.
No, I really wanted them to be like, we found this jizz-covered wedding dress at his apartment when we lived there.
Because they don't find it on the homeless guy. Wait for that. That is my favorite part of this movie. Okay, but no, it's not. It's my second favorite part of this movie because this is the best part of the movie. Hunter, the psycho stripper, stabs the lady in the neck or the heart or, one of the vital places.
Back, one of the places. Yeah.
With scissors. Okay.
Yeah.
She falls down on the ground.
They're not even like haircutting shears.
No, they're scissors.
Like old metal 1950s, long as your forearm, giant scissors from an office somewhere.
Straight up scissors.
So weird. Okay.
She falls down onto the ground. I swear to God, I rewound it 5, 6, 7, 15 times. After she falls down, there is a straight up fart noise.
No!
That has been inserted into this movie. It is at 44 minutes and 15 seconds, and it is real. She falls down on the ground. He walks away. The camera lingers on her dead body, and then you hear... No. I swear to God. I swear to God. 44 minutes and 15 seconds.
I'm going to need a video as proof, and I'm going to post it on Patreon as well.
It's there. It's so weird.
Is it like a? It's like
I made David watch it. He's like, that does. He's like, yeah, that's exactly. So I made David watch it. He's like, kind of like in the room doing other stuff, and he's like, "Is it a sucking chest wound?" And I'm like, "My Lifetime did not put a fucking fart noise in there to prove that it's a sucking chest wound. It's a fart noise because they're trying to be like funny or something. I don't know why."
Oh my God, please tell David. I had the exact same response. Please tell David.
I will let him know. Then he takes the wedding dress and plants the scissors into her hand as if she's killed herself by stabbing herself in the neck with scissors in an alley. Should we make this a two-parter? Should we end this here and pick it up later? Because we're already like 45 minutes in. Okay.
Yes, we
good.
Have
and I have
to
to pee too. Okay, so wait, I'm going to pee real quick and we'll pick this up later. Bye.
Bye.
Hey, you. Yes, listener, you. Are you loving the show? If so, please leave a rating and review in your podcast app. The 90 seconds you take to say something nice not only helps new people find the show, but it makes me super smile over at HBHQ. Also, I've had a few people ask, and the answer is yes. We are still doing the 5-star bribe. If you leave us a review with 5 stars, then we'll do whatever book you want. We're real deep into the list though, so it might be a while. Lilas! Okay, back to the show.